Hi, I'm Chrissy Holmes, and this is your 5-minute Here and Now news update. Our regular show has been preempted because of Olympic coverage for the next 2 weeks. Well, the big story across the province tonight, a manhunt for the 4th suspect in the Stephen Miller murder. The RNC issued an arrest warrant this morning for 23-year-old Chesley John Lucas. Police say he's also known as CJ and Chesley Clark and is 5'7", 170 pounds with brown hair and hazel eyes. They also say he is armed and dangerous. Well, 3 men were already arrested and charged with several offenses, including first-degree murder and arson. Stephen Miller was abducted from a home in Seal Cove by masked, armed individuals who also set fire to the house. Police are asking anyone with any information about the whereabouts of Chesley John Lucas or the Miller murder to contact them immediately. Police say Chesley John Lucas has been traveling with another man, Brady Myler. The RNC says Myler has since turned himself in to Halifax police.
We have since confirmed that Lucas boarded a Marine Atlantic ferry in Argentia this past Saturday around 5 p.m. and arrived in North Sydney, Nova Scotia Sunday morning. We are asking anybody who may have talked to one or the two of them either on the ferry or before the ferry or after the ferry ride to Nova Scotia to contact the Royal Newfoundland Constabulary.
There has been a police presence in Paradise over the last 2 days. The RNC has been searching the home of one of the suspects, 19-year-old Kyle Morgan. Police in Labrador West say foul play is not suspected in a fatal house fire on the weekend. A man's body was found inside the Labrador City home by emergency responders on Saturday evening. The RNC is still investigating the fire. They're working with the chief medical examiner to determine a cause of death. Well, the parking lot at the fish plant in Port Union was packed today. Hundreds of former employees were looking for an update on the plant. Today, they heard that Ocean Choice International is working to give the plant to the town. Now, there's still some paperwork and an environmental assessment to be completed, but the mayor of Trinity Bay North says this transaction puts the area's future in their hands. It could mean jobs as soon as the fall. The local Economic Development Committee wants year-round employment.
So I know a lot of you are looking for work, and we are all looking for work, and you know, we're walking the same path. We want this community to bring hope for people, for young families, and I'm pleased to see young families here today. This community is a year-round community. We are not just a seasonal community, and we want year-round jobs.
A well-known actor from this province got a big scare last night while performing Shakespeare on stage. Greg Malone, who is best known for his work with Codco, slipped and hit his head on stage in Cupid's. Now, a doctor who happened to be in the audience recommended that Malone take a precautionary trip to the hospital. Shortly after, Malone was ushered to hospital in an ambulance and later given the all clear. Malone will be back on stage a little later this week. Well, a former Toronto Blue Jays star is on the island today. Jesse Barfield played with the Jays for most of the 80s. He was at Team Gushu Sports Complex in Mount Pearl this morning. He came to help the Jays Care Foundation donate $26,000 to fix up the nearby Greenwood Field. Barfield is also here to help young players sharpen their skills. He talked about how important the sport was to him when he was growing up.
But for me as a youth, it kept me on the right path, and that's everywhere. And kids are together, camaraderie, and doing the right things, and that's what it's all about. Sports is a way of getting away from the hustle and bustle and the negative things of the world. So you want to make sure that you have something there to replace all the negative, and this is a positive.
Well, it's time now to take a quick look at your forecast. It looks like Tuesday brings more sun and cloud to Newfoundland, but don't expect all sunshine and lollipops all the time. There will be a risk of showers as a weak cold front crosses the region. The best chance of showers will be in the west on Tuesday morning and then into central for the afternoon as that front wanders eastward through the day. For the island, expect highs between 18 in the north and west to 22 in the southeast, where sun and cloud will dominate the daytime hours. Winds will be a little on the breezy side, though, from the southwest, topping out at 50 kilometers per hour. Labrador will be clearing out on Tuesday, but highs will only reach the mid-teens. That's it for your Here and Now news update. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.